Hello guys, and welcome back to episode 6 of my Turda campaign playing on the Allied side. Previously, we continued to develop our salient towards Turda, and we also had a fantastic battle on our left flank which destroyed more of the disorganized units, so really good stuff. Today we're going to be starting by kind of moving the rest of my forces, and then we'll see what the Hungarians want to get up to, whether or not they're going to try and block my salient, or if they're going to just hold fast. If they hold fast, then we can probably just cut them all off, which would be kind of crazy. But we shall see. I'm just going to go ahead and move my units. Well, the movement's done. So what I've done is brought in a new fighter unit. We've got some BF-109 G6s and BF-109 G4s in there. So I thought it'd be nice to kind of mix up the fighter gameplay. Also, the nice thing about the G6s is they are faster than the IARs by about 100 kilometers per hour, which is very nice. So they'll be able to intercept stuff a lot faster for me. Otherwise, we just kind of moved up the rest of the forces. The motorized recon regiment actually got pretty far because they've got 4 action points. But otherwise, that's about it. We'll just click next turn and we'll see what they do. So they're starting to move their forces to block us on this left side. You can see that they're breaking their defenses and moving to prevent us getting to Turda. So that's good for us. All done. So they've broken the majority of their defenses. The only unit that's still dug in is the 3rd Battalion of the 25th, which means that we can probably get through here with our Soviet forces pretty fast. We're not going to be able to attack this group of units this turn, because I only have one unit that can attack in phase A and they have loads. So that would end really badly for me. I want to make sure that I'm up, I'm next to them, and then we'll be ready to go next turn. But otherwise, yeah, I'm just going to continue to move my troops again, and then we'll play out any battles that I need to. So I've moved all of the units that I can so far. I haven't moved anything on this road yet because, for example, this 44th Cav can move to where this 8th Mounted Cavalry Division is, but I'm probably going to want to move them, but the 4th Cavalry Regiment's in the way, and I can't move up the 4th Cavalry yet because we haven't done any battles on the front. So we're going to do the battles on the front first. We're probably going to be attacking the 2nd Battalion of the 2nd Mountain Replenishment Brigade. They're isolated. Also, in Phase B, I just noticed, if they pull in the 3rd Battalion of the 25th, then that's going to pull them out of their dug-in status, which means that these tanks, for example, are going to zoom up the road. So that would be fantastic. We also need to take out this AA, so we're going to do that. We'll just use the 6th Army Corps HQ to kill those. That's perfect. Yeah, we'll attack the 2nd Battalion and 2nd Mountain Replenishment Brigade. And I'm probably going to do it with the 10th Cavalry and the 16th Training Regiment so we can keep the 7th Border Guards Regiment dug in. I might as well use this artillery, and we'll bring in some fighters. So yeah, I did buy the new fighters, the BF-109 G6s, G4s, so we'll use those, and that should shake things up a bit, which is nice. Alright, tactical battle, and in we go. See what they bring. So going to be a quite big battle. This is a big map. They've got the 2nd Mountain Replenishment Brigade. They're going to be backed up by the 3rd Battalion of the 25th. That's good. Replacement Regiment, 1st Battalion of the Replacement Regiment 9 is in Phase C, and they've got artillery in Phase B as well. For the 102nd Assault Bomber Group, that's going to be a good target for our fighters. Nice. I'm going to manual deploy. It's a meeting engagement, so it'll be an interesting one. We will probably be fine. Yeah, I'm just going to get my units down. I'll be back with you in a moment. We're all set up. So I have placed down just machine guns, really, to cover the open. It's fine. I've got an AT gun in there as well. We've got Kadarashimoto that are going to be pushing into like the left side of the town. We've got a bunch of Kadarashimoto pushing through the town. We've also brought in some of these Hotchkiss Dubla. These are really good at shooting down aircraft, so I've brought in some of those. We've got some artillery set up. More Kadarashimoto that's going to like try and ford the river here and get over to this hill. And then we've got some that are going to be crossing the bridge on this side and pushing up that hill. So let's see how we get on. We'll just set these onto fire at will. I don't expect we need to counter battery anything. They may have a few guns, but we can always manually target those if we need to. Otherwise, we're just waiting for our troops to get to the front, and then I'm going to spread them out when they get there. I kind of just gave like simple unloaded position orders, and then I'll just right-click and drag to spread them out a bit. I have like manually ordered these to spread out. I did also bring up some leaders this time around, just to kind of make the Kararashimoto a bit more effective, and I've brought up one that's going to sit with our AA as well. To make that more effective. We're already at 17 to 11 on flags, which is really good. I'm just going to try and get up that hill. Doesn't look like much was deployed on the right. They won't have much to deploy, to be honest. We outnumber them significantly. Okay, those can unload. And here comes the bombers. Oh, it's Focke-Wulfs. Okay. Well, the Doubler's there, you can see doing a great job. And we got BF-109 G4 R6s, which these have 20 mils on them, which is great. Let's just get these to spread out. So I'm just going to get tab, Q, left click, tab, Q, left click, basically is what I'm doing there. Good kill. Keep all of these ZBs moving forwards and push across the open. Take some ground for us. Now these should start their push. These will start pushing across as well. These still aren't contested. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a few of them around the edge, and then the rest and push onwards. Perfect. We can get my commandant in here, then we can have this Kararashimoto follow the other infantry. Get these unloaded. I thought already on your should be able to take them out pretty quick with the Kararashimoto. Could also probably get some good strafing action going here. Another thing that I'm going to do with the 10th Cav is we'll bring in some more of these Kararashimoto for the open, just to kind of push forwards quicker. And I'm going to get some more fighters in. So it looks like all of those fighter bombers are actually coming for my aircraft, which is a bit of a pain. So we'll let those Kararashimoto unload. Here nearly in here, just in case I've got to deal with stuff at close range. But otherwise, we're making good time and good progress. Preferably here, I'm going to want to get into a position for a total defeat just before phase B. So if we kind of hold up here, for example, we don't need to push over that. The machine guns can kind of just move a little bit further forwards, but don't really need to go too far. On the right side we took a lot of ground. I'm going to move Kavashi this way, and we'll move a Kararashimoto that way as well. Otherwise we need to get these to the edge of the tree line. So you can spread out troops by doing this, where you right click and you drag. That will give you like a sort of formation. I'm concerned about pushing too much further at the moment, so just going to hold up. Make sure we don't waste our opportunity to break the entrenchment of the nearby units. What we're doing is like in reality, it'd be like a sort of holding attack where we're attacking in order to draw other troops away from their defenses. So we're kind of baiting the dug-in units to move to defend their comrades. But ultimately, it's just bait. Because as soon as they're no longer dug in, the tanks are going to roll on through. It's going to be absolutely brutal. We have 21-7. They don't seem to be bringing in many more aircraft at the moment. I am still going to buy some more. We don't know when those Fokker Wolves are going to pop out. I reckon at the beginning of Phase B we'll see a lot more aircraft. There'll be like a minute of dogfighting. One thing that is nice is the BF-109's super fast. So the Fokker Wolves are not getting away from those. Lovely.
Ceva noutăți? Bolșevici în față, pregătiți-vă de angajare. Sergentul 7 frații e rănit. Pasărea de pradă e pregătită.
The more we can kill, the better. Looks like they can see these guys. It's a direct bombing hit. Time for more G6s to come in. As soon as it hits Phase B, we'll just continue the push. I want to try and get to the edge of this hill, actually. Now they're going to kill a Karashimoto there. These are going to start pushing up onto that hill. We can start pushing this flag. One of this is going to start pushing on the hill. A little while for these to start moving. Still a major defeat, that's good. Don't want it to be total just yet. Again, we want to make sure the timer doesn't go less than Phase B, or more than Phase B, I should say. I'm just going to move away from that on this side. Like we're all good. Total defeat and 45 seconds left. Perfect. 20 seconds till Phase B. 30 seconds till victory. The amount of machine guns these Karashimoto have, there's no chance. And there's Phase B. With any luck, we'll just see a lot of points spent on aircraft. Kill a couple more before the end. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. That was very good. 10 minutes, 23 seconds, 70 kills, 1 loss as well. Yeah. And that should, in theory, disorganize these 2 units as well. Five more Focke-Wulf bombers bite the dust. And they're both disorganized. So what we do here is we now attack those. And that should annihilate that one. And annihilate that one. The road is open. Okay, up we go. 20th Guards tank straight up there, followed up by their infantry from the 1st Battalion of the 6th Guards Motor Rifle Brigade. That's looking good. These 2 we can't attack this turn, but I can kind of continue to squish them. So I could move the Static Battalion in the way here, and they can be backed up by the 10th Cav. And then we can just kind of leave these 2 here as well. They might try and break out from there, but they can't really move anywhere, to be honest. So that's nice. We've got those surrounded, cut off their defense. Now we're just kind of spearheading straight into Turda. So now that I've moved these troops, I'm going to move the rest, and then we'll move on to the next turn. All the movement's done. So we've started to rapidly encircle Turda, which would be fantastic if we can get all the way around and cut all of these off. That'd be crazy. But yeah, we've moved up on this left side. The 80th Motorcycle Battalion's following the 5th Engineer Battalion. We got the Motorized Recon Regiment here moving up. All of the units are now on the road, including the 4th Cavalry Regiment. So we've got some Rosciari coming up as well. All of my stuff's moved up the road. Obviously, we moved all of the other stuff previously. So that's fantastic. Now, I do have one attack I want to make, and that is to kill the 9th Artillery Battalion. So we're just going to do that quick with the 22nd Engineer Battalion, which shouldn't take too long. I'm just going to have to be a little cautious that I don't let them direct fire my transports, which I have done in the past. I'm also going to bring in some aircraft just to help us out with this. Probably, let's see, what would be interesting. Maybe just some IAR recon group, actually, because then they can just fly about and drop their bombs on stuff that is annoying. Yeah, that would be perfect. A tactical battle. Oh, I forgot about the AA. Oops. Oh, there goes an IAR. Never mind. I completely forgot that there was an AA net there. My bad. So, yeah, it is a bit of a shame we don't have the IARs. It would have made life a lot easier. But we shall manual deploy. It will be pretty simple. We'll just run down the road. I'll probably just do like multi, and then we'll do a couple of Schwaloser, because those machine guns really help pin down those units quickly. And that will do. Right, let's just launch. And we'll get this underway. We just fast move every single road. Lovely. I'm saving a few points this time because I figured that we can just fill holes whenever we like push up with all of these. We'll start getting like little salients breaking through where they've left a unit or two. We can just fill those with like any troops behind. That was a pretty simple one. This is what usually happens, right? You don't bump into all of the artillery pieces everywhere.
Fixați baionetele.
Most of their artillery is going to be deployed at the back, I guess.
Domnule,
Yeah, like that.
toată lumea afară. O să te las la aceste coordonate. Carul de război vă așteaptă, domnule. Aici cobori. Mă duc
This
către
right side
repede
needs a bit of help. We'll go ahead and put some more troops there, and that'll be it. Speed things up.
Care sunt ordinele dumneavoastră? Fii atent, inamici în apropiere.
Try and get out the way of that gun in time.
Suntem gata, capitane. Mitraliera mea este la serviciile dumneavoastră. Ai nevoie de o
Artillery might actually hit my
te las la aceste coordonate.
transports.
Mă duc cât de repede pot. Gata de plecare, domnule. Gata de plecare.
Okay. We completely overwhelmed them. That happened because we captured all of their spawns, so it just ended immediately. Yep, that's one way to do it. Right, that's disorganized them. Unfortunately not killed them, but alas, I don't think it really matters. We are in a super good position. In terms of reinforcements, we've got some infantry that's ready to go, but nothing else that I can bring for the time being. And those infantry are never going to get to the front line in time. So, yeah, not a big deal. I could, in fact, like set up air interception. I've got I can set up like superiority, like air superiority. The only issue with using air superiority is it kind of can trade badly. So I like to just like not use air superiority and then just fight their fighters in a battle. It's generally a better way to do things. Alas, that is our turn done. Will we get counterattacked? Let's find out. Just speed things up. Most of the time the attacks will come sooner than later. Seems like they're trying to wrap my forces a bit, but honestly the more they're spread out, the less likely they are to survive. So things are going pretty well. Yeah, so you can see like this air superiority. It's going to be annoying, but it doesn't really matter. Okay. So we can break down this AA battery. Yeah, I can technically do like my own air superiority and just like push into them. I'm not even sure like how powerful these will be because I don't have many fighters left. If I take like a full squadron, for example, of IARs, I'm just kind of curious if that will win. So if we just like purposefully deny airspace here, we fly into that net. Does that stop their air superiority? Because technically we killed 2, or did we lose 2? We hit another one? We lost an IAR, they lost 2. Okay, no, that was just telling me the outcome of that again. Okay, interesting. Well, there we go. My fighters won on the campaign map. That's cool. But yeah, they kind of trade badly. Like in a battle, you'd probably shoot down like 20, you know, in one battle if there's a big fight. So that's cool. Anyway, we want to take down this AA battalion, and then we can bring in aircraft for the rest of these battles as well, which would be pretty nice. We're just going to keep these guys surrounded. I'm not going to attack them. There's no point. Because next turn, I think they become disorganized. I can't remember if it's like 1 or 2 turns. Either way, if they can't get out of the choke, they just become disorganized and you can just destroy them. Yeah, there's definitely attacks to be made here. So I'm going to just spend some time like moving some troops around and then we'll set up the attacks. So I've decided that we're going to be hitting the 48th AA battalion first because we want to break down this AA net and then we can make an attack into the 59th Pioneer Battalion. And that will be a really nice battle because it's going to be like those 3 initial units plus these 2 in Phase B. And that will potentially disorganize this entire group of units, allowing us to just push like straight onto Turda. So we're going to hit the AA, bring this down. We can make an attack here using aircraft, and then that will pretty much be it. So we're going to use these 3 units. I'm not going to use the Engineer Battalion. Actually, I guess I could. It doesn't really make much of a difference. It gives us extra points to work with, so I might as well. Yeah, we'll do that. Obviously, I'm not bringing an aircraft because they'll get hit by the AA. So we will tactical battle, and we shall jump on in. They are going to have their own aircraft at their disposal, which is going to be a little bit rough, but it'll be a good game. Let's go. The AA Battalion, 2nd Battalion, the 25th Infantry, and the 102nd Fast Bomber Group. So we got, I think, the ME-210s coming in to attack us during this fight. They've also got Battle Group Festner and Battle Group Abraham that could reinforce in Phase C. I should probably check what's in those at some point. But we're, of course, going to manual deploy, and then we shall start pushing. They're going to have a lot of 88s, or like, not really 88s, like whatever long-range artillery or AA that they have, they can cover the open with. So this could be a bit of an awkward fight, but we do have plenty of like recon, so I can use like a lot of Kadarashi. I'm probably going to just like advance initially with a lot of reservist. So we'll set that up and then we'll get on our way. I'm all set up. So it took me a little while to decide what I wanted to do, but we've got a reservist with the MGs on the left. I've got some Kadarashi mixed in there as well. I'm going to bring in some more of these vehicles a bit later on, just once we kind of know the lay of the land a little bit, because I don't want to just like drive forwards with the 222 and then just get popped. So we're just going to let the infantry go first, and once we kind of know roughly where things are, we can start bringing in some of these interesting units. We even get R1s, but these are the most poor value for money you can ever get in a campaign. They cost 3 to bring in, and it's just a machine gun tank. These cost like 5 points normally in like a multiplayer game, which is nothing. So I'm surprised they cost so much. That's actually kind of funny. Anyway, let's get to it. And most of my units just have like normal unload at position orders. So let's just make sure everybody's on their way. Actually didn't give these the orders that they needed. We can't go too far up here. We've got to remember that because they are deploying forwards as well. Already drove right up on us. What is that? That's some sort of AA. Let's unload these. Pin that down quickly. All these ones are going to have to unload. Have to have in range with the machine guns. This is what I was talking about, where I wasn't sure where they would be. They forward deployed a lot of this stuff. All those bombers are pretty sketchy. Let's just make sure we spread these out a little bit. Oh, that's a nasty bombing strike, just killed all of that infantry. Another big bomber coming in on this side as well. Okay, we're going to have to spread out here and try and get into places where we can engage those flak 88s. Very front loaded again. We're going to pull back on that side. I think once most of the 88s are dealt with, we should actually be pretty good to bring in some of these Porsches. Might also just bring in one of those little tanks just for the fun of it. Where are they? The R1. Here it is. Also, they should be on fire well. Look at that little thing. It's coming. Alright, we'll let these attack me forwards. I take out the ATAs very quickly with the Kadashimoto. It looks like the Hotchkiss on the right hand side are doing a good job as well. Okay, these are probably all going to die shortly to that bombing strike. At least it's just better exhibitions, right? Nothing of value was lost. Right, now we're into the town. I'd like to reinforce this a little bit. Although I don't really have too much infantry that I can actually use to reinforce. I mean, we can use some Lesvedka. I guess we have Morty in the engineer battalion. That's probably what I should be using. Did they just counter battery my... Oh, they rocketed! They rocketed! With an ME-210! My 100mm on the backside. That is just crazy. It looks like there's probably another 88 up on that hill. We captured that mortier. Probably a good idea if we bring up some more of these MGs. I can't believe they're hitting my artillery with those rockets and gun runs. I'm gonna bring in some more, but we're giving them a nice AA net. Let's let those unload. And they can push up. Kinda curious what's ahead of me here. What killed those? Killed editorial. Okay. Multi unload and get to it. Really sad, like not having really anything to shut down the air. I'll just double check. I got some more 20s I can bring in there. Can set up some on the ridge here with the leader. Shimoto there, getting killed off by the Schwaloza. Get some MG tanks in. Be fun. The horse found itself an 88. Not very fun. Okay. We will go for some Pioneer and just run around there, I guess. We're gonna go. Yes. Oh, that 20mm is actually kind of scary. Another gun there that I've got to deal with. I might just get like the Chichitas Morto in with their half tracks so we can just send forwards. We're really hoping to kill that 88 sooner than later. Good kill. Target that one. Yeah, the 88s are just the prime targets here. Now these take so long to get in position. Look at these little things. They're actually really cool. Not a unit you see very often. We know that the 88 is there. We lost an R1. Oh, not to the Nehes Puska. It's like 80 rifle just sliced it open. Poor thing. Alright, let's get these Chichitash Motor out and about. And then the half barracks can move forwards and get MGs on target. I'm gonna keep some of these units back because they're getting low. And soon we'll be able to unload these and hopefully kill some of the ME210s. Anything that's coming deep to kill my artillery is gonna get killed by the 20 mils. Let's get these unloaded. And we'll just have my leader stand out in the open here. And they're going to bring up our commander as well. Another artillery piece to kill, another 88 to kill, sorry. The Chachachash Motor can push across the open like so. Gonna have the half tracks do the same. We will need some extra infantry to come with them. The 222 on the left has actually been doing a nice job. I'm tempted to bring in some more there. Yes, we shot down another bomber. That's really good. Always really cool when you zoom in and you're watching them and I shoot at those. So many bombers though. Make sure we finish that off. Get some supply in for that artillery. No, not the R1. And that 88 is just having the best time of its life at the moment. Well, until this artillery lands on it. Just one banging all my stuff. This fight was always going to be a little bit difficult without air support, but we're starting to really break through. We have a lot of points we could spend. I might just get like a bunch of tanks to come in. I'll finish things off. We've almost got the flags on the left anyway, so that's fine. We just need to get this one out in the open. Pull back. We've almost got that one. We should look for that one and this one.
Mențineți poziția, soldați. Ivan îți face probleme? Inamici în față. Stai jos!
Let's bring up some motorcycle mortars so that we can just put them on fire well. Could even bring up some 120mm mortars. Do the same. Like the 60mm mortars is something I should have done since we have so many points. Trying to like limit the amount of units though that we're bringing out, because the more dense our forces are, the more. Did they manage to get bombs through, or was that just enemy artillery? They're still trying to bomb my backline. This is just silly. Did we get it? Oh, not quite. In the center, things aren't going so hot. Nearly taken out. What can I do in the middle here? I think it's like more mortar fire and stuff would have been really good to have earlier on. Those bombers have a big keel feed. Kind of running out of stuff that can actually capture the front line. A multi here that can come up. It's quite a brutal battle, to be honest. Not the cleanest battle by any means. Group of Recon's done really well. Vicitash Moto with the R1s pushing up there is actually kind of funny. Alright, well that's victory. A major victory after 16 minutes and 44 seconds, 110 kills, 70 losses. Oh boy, oh boy. The JU-88s were just free farming me on that map. And then the 88s really were sticky to begin with. Yeah. Not too much I could do about it, honestly. But it's good that we broke down the AA. And hopefully that will destroy them. If not, at least like push them back and stop them from having their AA net up. We actually shot down 2 ME-210s and 4 bombers in all of that. So that's actually not bad at all. Right, those are disorganized. And, well, that means we just kill them. Bye-bye. Alright, job done. What else can we do? Well, we can kind of just move on to Turda, by the looks of things. I will play out this battle. But it looks like we can just kind of drive in here. Maybe that's just it. Maybe that's just victory. Because this would be a pretty simple battle, I think. What's the second army corps got? They got the Jagdpanzers. What's the 25th? 21 Zronis. Okay. I'm not sure if capturing this flag like ends the campaign. So I'm kind of apprehensive about doing it. I guess if it does it matter? Kind of already broken down the majority of their stuff. I'm like, when an hour in. If I kill more stuff, I get more score. So maybe we kill a few more things first. Yeah. But unfortunately, it's been my time. So what I'll do next time around is we'll try and kill a few more things. Like I will do a battle here for sure. We'll break these down, and then we'll call that a day. And maybe just be able to destroy these on the next turn, kind of thing. Although I say that we're not going to be moving on to the next turn. We'll just basically play this battle and then move in here to get a little bit of extra score. Might be able to like auto-resolve a battle here and there to get some more score as well. But otherwise, yeah, that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.